Hi, I am Amit Lunkar. Today the presentation is on diuretics. In this presentation, mainly we discuss on loop diuretics, its mechanism of action with therapeutic uses. Let's begin with this. Loop diuretics, also called high ceiling diuretics. They act on thick ascending limb of loop of Henle. So it is also called site 2 diuretics. As loop diuretics acts on this thick ascending limb of loop of Henle, which is responsible for the reabsorption of 35% of filtered sodium, and there are no significant downstream compensatory reabsorption mechanisms. Loop diuretics are highly efficacious and are thus called high ceiling diuretics. Examples are furosemide, bumetanide, torsemide, ithacrinic acid. Here is the structure of this furosemide, bumetanide and ithacrinic acid. In furosemide and bumetanide, there are the presence of sulfonamide group, but in ithacrinic acid, there is the absence of this, and that's why ithacrinic acid is an example of non-sulfonamide diuretics. Moving to the mechanism of action of loop diuretics. Loop diuretics inhibit reabsorption of sodium chloride and potassium chloride by inhibiting apical sodium potassium chloride symport in thick ascending limb of loop of Henle. Here is the symport which are present on this apical cell membrane, and this symport of sodium potassium chloride which gets inhibited by the loop diuretics. Loop diuretics which are also competes with the chloride binding site. As loop diuretics inhibit the reabsorption of magnesium and calcium, it enhances passive magnesium and calcium excretion. They also increase potassium and hydrogen ions excretion. They inhibit the reabsorption of approximately 35% of glomerular filtrate. Loop diuretics also produce secondary effect. It increases the production of prostaglandin, and due to which it results in vasodilation and increased blood supply to the kidney. As it produces the vasodilation, it can be used in hypertension conditions. Let's begin with the therapeutic uses. It can be used in edema. Edema is nothing but the condition in which there is a fluid retention or fluid deposition. So it can be used in cardiac edema, in pulmonary edema, or in renal edema also. In chronic renal failure or in nephrosis, it can be also used. It can be used for treatment of hypertension as it produces the vasodilation. It can be increase the excretion of calcium, so it can be used to treat hypercalcemia condition. It can be used for treatment of acute and chronic hyperkalemia in combination with isotonic sodium chloride administration, as it can be increase the excretion of potassium. So in this hyperkalemia condition, it can be used effectively. It can be also used for treatment of toxic ingestion of bromide, fluoride and iodine with simultaneous saline administration. So here we discuss about mechanism of action with therapeutic uses of loop diuretics. Hope all of you getting this. Thank you and happy learning.